Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a huge whip parade. Now I know most people do these for cross stitch and stuff. I haven't really seen many for knitting, crochet, and I'm going to be doing all of my whips here today. So it will be knitting and my cross stitch. I'm going to go through my knitting whips first, and the reason that I am doing this is because as you know, I'm in the midst of changing up my channel a little bit, where I want to concentrate on doing just a dedicated podcast, whip, FO, whatever it's called, video, just showing you my crafts basically, and then just having a separate weekly vlog of just random bits and pieces, and then a random video as well at some point, maybe in the week or 2 weekly, whatever. So I thought a good place to start would be showing you all of my whips for me to go forward, because I have quite a few, not as many as some, but I do have a few, and a few that I haven't worked on for a while. But I just thought if I just start from the beginning, show you everything, and give you a bit of detail on the product, this is a good start, isn't it? If I on the the project, then when I talk about it in future videos, it might make a little bit more sense, and where I was coming from with it and stuff like that. So shall we just get started, because I think this one's going to be a long one, so hold on to your hats. I do have my iPad next to me. I have my project book in front of me. This tells me the pattern, the size, the yarn, when I started, hopefully, and stuff like that. So we're just going to go. So I'm going to be flicking through this book, getting to my projects, this is my knitting and crochet ones. So yeah, shall we get started? I have got the window open, so if you hear any outside noise, I do apologise. It's very hot. The sun keeps going in and out, which I'm grateful for because I've got washing on the line, but we're just going to roll with it, as this is probably the only time today that I'm going to get to do this, and tomorrow, and I want to just get this filmed. Ian's out. I've got the house to myself, so I have got my cupboards open next to me. This is in no particular order. I'm just going to pick a project bag, show you what's in it, and that will be it for the yarny stuff, and then we're going to go on to the cross stitch stuff. So should we just get started, because otherwise I'm just going to sit here and ramble to you. The first bag that I come across is this one, which is in an Elderflower Stitches bag that I got from a lovely viewer that bought me a advent calendar a few years ago. I absolutely love this bag, and in here is my Whitmore. So shall we have a look to see if I can find this in my my book. Whitmore, haha, here we go. So the Whitmore, it is a pattern by, I can't remember, I'll have to put the name on the screen. I can't remember. I am doing this in Home Bargains yarn in coral. Now I showed this on my vlog the other day, and the colour just blew out. This is more of the true colour. It's more of a coral. So this is how far I've got. I started this on the 3rd of May, and this is my progress. So I'm going to try and remember to move all of my progress keepers as well today, and then as and when I pick these up and show you again, you'll be able to see progress. So yeah, this is how far I've got. It is now just in the process of knitting round and round. It's Home Bargains yarn, double knit in coral, like I said. I am knitting the size large. I have knit 2 of these already, and both of those were too big for me, or are too big for me. So I think this is going to be in the size smaller than what I've done before. I can't remember. So the needles are a 3mm and a 3.5mm. I think that's what I did. Instead of going down a size, I just reduced the needle size. Yes, so in my notes, because I am clever, decided to knit from neck ribbing in a 3.5mm needle to make the sweater smaller. So yeah, it's supposed to be on a 4mm, but or 3.2, 3.7, no, it is supposed to be a 4mm, but I have crossed that out and put 3.5mm to make it smaller to fit me. So that is my Whitmore. Really, I love this colour. And I love the pattern. Like I said, I have knit 2 before, and this will be my 3rd. So let's hope I can get this off the needle very soon. Here are the scissors that I've been looking everywhere for. I'll put them aside. So yeah, I will get on with this eventually. I'm going to put a little note in my book as well. I think on the last time that I showed you guys, so I'm just going to put like the date, Whit Parade, and then the plan going forward is I'm just going to pick up stuff as and when I feel like it. So I will always have my book with me when I film, and then I will be able to say, oh, this much progress is from when I showed you it last, such and such. So today is the 14th. So this is going to be my working book. I have got another book that I could possibly use, but then that just gives me loads of books, doesn't it, that I really don't need. Anyway, whip number 2. I'm not going to number them. I'll forget halfway through. So we have in this bag normally lives in my handbag. This was from Woolly Mama. Yes, from Woolly Mama. Ian got me this for Christmas, along with lots of yarn. And I am knitting socks. So this is Ava Inner Yarns yarn. I've had this for, I could not tell you how long. I don't have any notes on this. It's just a pair of socks. This is the yarn. It's really pretty. I've got one sock, and I have got the leg and the heel in the second sock. But when I was knitting this, I realised I had 34 stitches on one side and 30 stitches on the other side, and my heel side was 34 stitches. So my heel was a little bit bigger on this sock than the other sock, but I think it will be okay. This normally lives in my handbag, or just when I want to do something really simple, mindless, not have to think, and this is near me basically. So that is socks. So these will just get knit. I won't put a date on this or anything. I did start these, I think, beginning of June, because this was a holiday project, and yeah, it's in a little ball cozy that is from Nitty Natty, and the yarn was yarn that I dyed up, I think. I'm just going to bung everything down that side so I know what I've spoke about. The next project is living in, I've got a squeaky chair, in this bag here that I made a long time ago, and I have no interest in making bags at the moment. Just not my jam. And this is the outline tee by Jessie Made Designs, and I have the pattern. I know. I probably won't have a front cover. We'll see. I will try and put pictures in. I haven't got a front cover. So I will put a picture in of what the finished object will look like. As well for the Whitmore. I'll do that for the Whitmore as well, if I remember when I get to that point. So this is the outline tee by Jessie Made Designs, and I started this on the 1st of January 2025. I am using a cone that I got from Woolly Knit. It is just a 4-ply acrylic cone in the colour Pink Mallow. It is huge. It's a 500-gram cone, and I got quite a few of these when they were on offer. I have a grey one that just keeps going and going and going and going. I have made so much with the grey cone, including I did the ribbon for my Radvent, and I made an alpine bloom, and I still have loads of the cone left. Anyway, that's enough of that one. This here is my progress. It's a bottom up project, and this is what I've got. I am knitting the 1XL in this, which is a 44 to 46. I had a lot of umming and ahhing about what size to make this, because it's supposed to be quite oversized. I'm not a lover of oversized garments. I just find they make me feel a bit but the idea for this is to wear over a tank top, a vest top, a vest top, or a dress, or just something like that. So this is how this is knitting up. This yarn is beautiful. Look at that. It is so lovely. Sorry about the sun. So it's a 1x1 twisted rib at the bottom. I haven't got any other notes. I am knitting this 2 pattern at the moment. It's just round and round for about 9 inches. So yeah, I've been knitting on this more in the last few weeks than anything else. And I did start down here. I didn't move the marker in that, did I? But I don't think there was a marker in it. So I'm going to move the marker up, and that is that now. So I haven't really got much more to say about this. I have knit quite a few of Jessie Made Designs patterns, and they are really nice, really easy to understand. So yeah, I will carry on with that. I'm just going to put a note in my book. The next one is living in a Star Wars bag that glows in the dark. I know. And this is my Salty Days sweater. So I know I cast this on roughly the same time. Yep. Oh, so it was the it wasn't roughly the same. I cast this on nearly a year ago. I know. So on the 1st of August 2024, I cast this on, and I'm still knitting it now. So in the last couple of weeks, I have picked up for the sleeve, and I have started the sleeve, but this is what this one is looking like. I'm knitting this in the size large, which is a 54 inch. Now this is supposed to be an oversized garment. It's not terribly oversized, but I think blocking it will make it a little bit bigger. The yarn that I'm using is from Yarn Smiths. It's not Home Bargains, Yarn Smiths, and it is in Grey Heather. It's just DK. And this is what this is looking like. Now, because it's 1x1 rib, twisted rib at the bottom, it's bringing it in quite a bit, but I think with blocking it will block out, I'm hoping. So and I have tried it on, and it does fit quite nice. So yeah, this was where it was the last time you see it, which I can't remember. I did the rest of this. I have made this longer than what the pattern says, because otherwise it would have been a bit short. So I've made this a little bit longer. I've done the rib to the pattern, but everything else is how it should be on the body. The arm, I picked up the sleeves, but I had too many stitches left over, so I had to pick up extra stitches for I think it was 5 extra stitches for the arm, the sleeve. So I will decrease those as I get further down, but this is just a 2x1 rib, and that goes all the way down till the cuff, and then there's like this sort of design at the bottom as well. So that is my Salty Days. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to have it finished, but it's taken me nearly a whole year to knit. So shall we see if I can get this done before the 1st of August? That might be a plan. Get this done before it is a whole year in the making. Oh God, I know. I'm terrible. It's because I've cast on other things, and oh, never mind. So that is that one. I'm not going to do the bag up. Okay, so the next whip I'm going to show you is this one. And this is living in a bag that I got from my friend Sally in my advent swap. It's got rude words on it. Oh, the sun. I'm not going to repeat them, but you can read them. In here is my muscle bra. So a muscle bra and a stitch marker that's just come flying out. A muscle bra is a hat where you knit one long tube and you push one end into the other and it makes a hat. I've made a few of these, and I did dye up some cakes specially to fade them from one colour to the other. So this one was green into yellow, which it is transitioning into at the moment, and this again was a handbag project, which I think I might put this in my car. Now I do have a car project and it's been in my glove box for I don't really know how long, a long time, but it's not something that is it's a sock. It's on horrible needles, wooden, I don't know what they are, but horrible needles, and it's not something that I gravitate to, and I'm like, oh no, I'll just take a project with me. Where if this was in my car, I could just knit round and round on this. Now I don't get much time just sitting in the car, to be honest. Normally it's either when I am taking Ian somewhere, or whether I'm taking him to get his hair cut, if I get stuck in traffic. Yeah, so I might just put this in my car. I have a progress keeper on it, and it is there, so not a lot, and it is Bugs Bunny's, was it Bugs Bunny? His bottom. So yeah, I really like this. It's coming up more blue on the screen than it is more green, and there's not hardly any green left in that now. So yeah, that is my muscle bra. I'm knitting this, I haven't got it wrote down, I'm knitting this on a 3mm. So in the bag I do have a set of long cables, so I can do magic loop at the beginning and then I just go on to this short circular. So what I might do is see if I've got a 3mm. These are interchangeables, so I might put these back in my little case and see if I've got a 3mm that I can just use, that are not interchangeable. Anyway, so these can go back into my needle case for when I need a 3mm interchangeable needle, which is quite often, to be honest. So that is my muscle bra. Next whip is my Stephen West, and it is living in this bag that I got from Sally, my friend Sally again, and I love this bag. I want this bag in all of the designs, but it's like a special, not a special, it's like, I don't even know, it's like a wax material. I don't know how to describe it. And I did ask Sally where she got it from, and she didn't know, and I got sad. I absolutely love it. I could use this as a, not a handbag, but like a Slimming World bag, because I do have a bag that we take to Slimming World. It's got our books in it. I normally put, if we buy anything like our hi-fi bars, and I'll normally put like stuff in there for the Slimmer of the Week box, and I just literally pick that up in the morning, take that with us, and then bring it back. But I did buy a bag after I got this, because I was like, I don't want to take this to Slimming World, it's too good just to use for that. So it is a project bag. Anyway, it's a project bag that gets shut in the cupboard and no one sees. Anyway, this is my my Mild Magic, and I started this on the 7th of April 2025. It's on the 5mm needles, and it is the largest size that I'm doing. There is two sizes that you can make in this. I'll put a picture here of what it looks like. So it's a big sweater, like a poncho-y type thing. And there's a tissue. I haven't got any yarn attached at the moment because, as you can see from the picture, it's knit in pieces. So I've been holding 2 yarns together so far. I have got needles attached, but this is how far I've got. I don't really know how I'm going to show you this. It's just pieces. So I've got 2 sections done so far. This section was the first section, and then we've got this here. Now this, I think, if I can remember rightly, goes over the back like that, and this becomes the side piece. I can't remember. I can't remember, but yeah, like I said, I am holding 2 yarns together at the same time to make all of this. So let me show you some of the yarns that I have chose. Some of them are not caked up and some of them are. So I've got these here, which is Mama Bear, and I thought these 2 held together would look really nice. I've got this, which is Rosie's Moments, and this Bellica Yarns that I could possibly hold together, or I could hold that and that together. I'm just literally picking out these yarns and just putting 2 together. I'm not really thinking about it. It's just what it is. This is a Sheep on Mars yarn. I love her yarn so much. I've got a Random Pink. I think I used that on this bit here. So I held that and that together, and that made that. So that's pretty. And then I held this and this together for section 1. And then I've got this here and just an undyed as well. So that is the yarn that I'm using at the moment. It might not be enough. I might have to add stuff as I go along. Oh, I have got another little tiny ball here as well. Oh, the sun. So that is all of the yarn. Really what I should do is cake up this yarn, and then it will probably entice me to pick it up again. And the good thing with this is I could pick it up, do a section, then put it away. So that might be something that I do in the end, because I think this will be a nice autumn, summer, spring type garment to wear over like tank tops. Like, you know, when you get the transition from it being, oh, it's just, I might need a cardigan, but you don't really need a coat. I think that would be, yeah. So this is, so yeah, it's 2 4-ply yarns held together to make a DK weight, and that is how I'm going to do this throughout. Now, a lot of this on Stephen's pattern, he says that you can mull the yarn. So basically, like, hold 2 yarns together for some of it, but then drop one and then introduce another to make it striped or fade, or, but I am literally just going to be holding them together throughout the whole thing, if that makes sense. So that is that whip. That's that one. The next one, living in this bag, and I just have a ball of yarn and a bit of knitting. Ah, I know what this is. This is another Notting Hill top. So I decided to make another Notting Hill. So I did make a a burgundy with a light pink. So this is a pattern, and it is a slip stitch pattern. I believe this is, yes, I started this on the 3rd of May 2025. The yarn is Home Bargains light grey. I'm knitting the size large. So yes, this is the Notting Hill. I don't know whether to carry on with this or not. Do I really want another Notting Hill top? I'm not feeling it, to be honest. So this might get frogged. I've done such a small amount. And I've got yarn. I did buy the yarn to make a top. I'm just not feeling it. We'll see. I'm just not feeling it. Not at the moment anyway. So it'll probably be something that I will not pick up. So I'm going to put a question mark against that one. And we'll see how I feel about it. I will put a note that I did show it today. But it might get frogged. Sorry about that. It's been a few minutes because I had to empty the memory card. I've just ordered a bigger memory card while the files were transferring. So the next project is living in a me-made bag. This little skull one. I don't know what's in here. Ah, yes, I do. This is my hexagon cardigan. So I'm using the pattern called the Sexygon by oh god, I forgot. I will leave the details up here because that's I haven't wrote any of the makers of the pattern, the designers on my little book, which is not the best, but I will do from now, just so I know. Anyway, this is how far I've got, and it is a hexagon cardigan. It's crochet. I'm doing it in double knit, and I am using, like I said, the Sexygon cardigan pattern. I have made that before. I was actually a test knitter for it, so me not remembering who it's by, I've got the picture of the lady's face in my mind and everything. So yeah, anyway, this is what it looks like, and I'm knitting this, I'm crocheting this in Aldi yarn, oh, the bag's fallen on the floor, in a blue and a pink, obviously. So the blue is like this. I think this is called Storm, and then the pink is I'm not sure, the pink, it might be fuchsia. I don't actually have the ball band here. The rest of the balls are in the box in the bedroom, and I'm doing this on a 4.5mm hook, and I've got another pair of scissors in here, which I might just put aside for now. So yeah, I'm doing that. I will obviously need to get more yarn if I pick this up, when I pick this up again, not if, when. But this, basically you just crochet along until you get to a certain size, and it becomes your cardigan, and you stitch up this seam here. You make 2 of these, and then you stitch one of the seams at the back, and then you have another one. So that is how far I've got with that. I just wanted another cardigan, just like a chuck-on type thing, and I thought this would be quite nice. So that is that one. Now we're going to go on to the next, which is, I have got one that's in the bedroom, and that is my mosaic crochet blanket. I'll get that in a second. I'll show you this one first. This is living in a backpack style bag that has got a D on it. But the only thing that I'm not a lover of this bag is that the opening is at the back. So it's got these straps and everything. But the opening for this bag is safety, I suppose. If you're out and about and you've got it on your back, no one can get into it, is at the back like this. And in here I've got another mosaic crochet pattern, which is called the Lots of Love bag, and again I can't remember the maker name. No, so I will put it on the screen. I'm going to hate myself in editing, but there we go. And this, I'm using the recycled jeans yarn by Crochet to crochet this, and then I'm using it was yarn from Temu that my sister got me, and it's like this. I'm using all different colours. I've used green and I'm into the yellow at the moment. I've got purple, pink, and there's a multicolour here that I'm thinking of using for a handle. So this is the yellow that I'm using currently, and this is the bag. Now you can't really tell that it's a bag at the moment, it's very shallow, but this is progress. So I've started with the green, and yeah, I absolutely love this. The only thing that's a bit annoying is the pattern is over a few pages, a little bit like the blanket I'm doing, so I'm having to flick through the pages quite a bit, but I do really like this, and this is a very slow going project. The yarn is like, I don't want to say a 4-ply, but it is quite thin, but they do work together really well, and it's sort of it's a nice texture it's given me. I might try and get a bit of card or board to go in the bottom to make it flat, because obviously once it's made, it's like a duffel bag. I'll put a picture in again. It's like a duffel bag, and obviously once it's made, whatever's in there is just going to all fall to the bottom. So yeah, I do really like this, and I got this idea from my friend Tonya. She started making it. I saw it on, I'm sure I saw it on Ravelry, and then she started making it. I was like, I really like that. Didn't start it for a long time, and then all of a sudden I got this yarn, and I was like, oh, I could make the bag with this yarn and just not fade the colours, but go through the colours as I go up and see how I get on. So I'm trying to do a row of each colour, but again, it's just a work in progress, and we'll see a work in process. I'm doing that on a 3.5 mil, no, yeah, 3.5 mil hook. So yeah, the only thing, the bag is very big. There is another strap in there. I don't know what that was for. Oh, there's some hooks at the top here and here. So it's a shame really that these don't come off, because if they came off it would be easier, but then I've got, oh, I don't know. Anyway, I've obviously thought to myself I'll keep it all together. But yeah, so that is that whip. How many more have I got? Possibly 2 more. We'll see. I'm not sure if there's any hiding in the back of the cupboard. The next one is my harvest cardigan. So I am knitting this, and I started this on, oh, I didn't write it down, but I'm sure it was May, because the rest of the stuff was May. So the 3rd of May 2025. I'm just going to go back and write the dates in the things that I've showed you. Okay, so I haven't got much progress on this. I've literally got the neckband at the back. The yarn that I'm using is B&M yarn. So this yarn I got from B&M, and I've only got one of these. And the other yarn I'm going to be using is this, which is Natural Mix. It's 100 gram, 100% synthetic. It was yarn from Lolly's Little Wool Shack. Now, if you ever bought anything from Lolly's Little Wool Shack, are you missing it too? Because it was such a great little shop. Now, what they used to do is they used to order big 40-foot containers of yarn, full of yarn from Turkey, and get it shipped over, and yeah, it was just amazing. So that is the yarn that I'm using. I have got more of these in the box in the bedroom. It's yarns that I need for my whips, but it's too much to go in these whip boxes down here. So yeah, all I've got is this. I need to knit a little bit more, I think, and then you pick up well, you don't, you knit along here, you pick up the stitches along here. This is a provisional cast on, so you pick up these stitches as well, and then you start knitting just like a top down cardigan basically, with the raglan shaping and all that. So I'm going to stripe this. I don't know how thick the stripes are going to be. I don't know whether to try and keep it to like this width, so this will be the neck at the back obviously, and then do big stripes. I'm not sure. I don't think I'll knit all of one colour then another colour. I think that might look a little bit odd because obviously I've got the sleeves as well, so yeah, I'm not sure yet. But that is that whip. And then the next one, I'm making a big mess down here, but there we go. The next one is living in a bag that my niece bought me, and it says Denise's knitting bag, one of many. And this is my cross heel cardigan, which I absolutely love. And I started, I've got no date on this either, but I think I started this last year. So I'm just going to put 2024 because I don't know when I started it. I obviously didn't write it down in the book. And I have not got any yarn attached, so I'm obviously about, oh, I have got yarn attached, a very small amount. And I am working my way down the body. So this is what this is looking like, and I think I've decided to, I can't remember, so I need to use the yarns again basically, and I can't remember, so I'm knitting the size 6, which is a 48 inch. It's come out very small. It's quite snug, I must admit, but I think once the sleeves are on it, and it's like, it does block out, well, it does stretch out quite a lot, as you can see. The neck is quite tight, and obviously that's my cast on. My neck is quite tight. It's a waterfall front cardigan. So you don't make any decreases at the front, it's just you knit all the way. So that's why it's looking like this at the front. It's drapey at the front. And I want this to be long. I want this to be a long cardigan, not just a hip. So like, I want it to hit my thighs really. So my thinking is to repeat the colours again, but I wasn't sure whether to just start from the pink again and go down through the colours again, or reverse them. So work my way down these colours and then work my way back up to the pink again. I'm not sure. I can't remember what I decided. I've got hair in it. So when I pick this up again, I'll have to decide. I'll show you the back, that might be a bit better. Yeah, I need to decide on how I'm gonna carry on with the colours. The knitting of this is so lovely, so nice. I did, when I was doing the raglan, now you have to do the increases in some of this here, and it was just not, it was not nice to work, but once I got into the plain body, it was fine. The other thing is, I'm not sure whether I'm gonna knit the sleeves in the pattern, or like in this lacy pattern, or just knit them plain but then do like a stripe of each colour at the cuff maybe. I'm not sure. I'm very not sure about this one. I've dropped that on the floor, haven't I? Oh no, it's here. So yeah, this will get worked on. The yarn, sorry, is Yarn Smith's Sock Merino is the grey, and the minis I have been using are from Mandy from Mouse Witch Yarns, and all I did, so last year I got her mystery boxes, and I've got them all in a little, what is that, basket, and I just picked out 8 that I thought would go really nice. Now the other thing I could do is pick out more from there to add to my fade, which I didn't think about. Why didn't I think about that till right this second? I don't know. So I think I have used all of the colours now, or have I? No, I haven't. I need to use this one still. And that one? Have I used that one? Yes, I have used that one. So it's just this one. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So I've just got this one last one to use. I could go through the rest of my minis and pick out some more, but then that gives me a lot of minis left over. I've got quite a. This has been used, and I've still got quite a lot of mini left over. Yeah, I don't know. Unless I pick out another 2, and then that gives me 10. And then I can see how long it's going to... This is a chat for another day, isn't it? This video is going to be long enough, as it is. So that is the Cross Hill cardigan. Where I can, I will put in pictures for everything as well, so you get to see the finished object. Then I have 2 more bags left in this cupboard. So I've got 2 more yarny, well, and my blanket. So I've got 3 left. In here is living my chunky cardigan. Now this is, I don't know why I haven't got the pattern, because it's not a Ravelry pattern. It's a simple jumper, is that what it's called? Yes, so this, it is a Ravelry. It's in Knit Companion. So this is a yarn. It's by Stylecraft, and it's called Cozy. And I don't have the ball band for this ball, but I have knit a jumper out of this once before. The pattern is from a Simply Knitting magazine, so I must have made it into a PDF. I must have scanned it, made it into a PDF, and now it's on Knit Companion. So I'm knitting the size 6, which is a size 18, because it's a very oversized jumper. Now this yarn is a chunky, using 5.5mm needles and 6mm needles. Started this on the 3rd of May, and this is how far I got. If it's a jumper, oh, it must be front and back. It must be. I've knitted this before. I'm sure I've knit this before. Anyway, this is a bit of the rib. And now, you know, I'm thinking, do I really want this jumper? Do I really want another jumper that's exactly the same? Oh, my leg. I'm not sure. But then what else am I going to do with this yarn? Because it's very fluffy. It would be no good for a baby or anything. It's very, oh, it's so soft. It's not itchy at all. Not at all. And I have quite a few skeins of this. But it might be one that I pick up when it cools down a bit. You know, like maybe in September, October, I pick this up again, because this is going to be, at the moment, very sticky to work with. So this is the yarn close up. It's so lovely. And can you just imagine this into a jumper? I know it looks itchy, but it really, really isn't. It's not itchy at all. I could easily have this on my skin. And yeah, it would be fine. I don't have the ball band, so I can't tell you the makeup of it, but it's not itchy. So this might be something that I come back to. I might have a look, see where I am in the pattern and stuff, and yeah, we'll see. We will see. The last thing in that cupboard is this bag here, a me-made bag again, and this is my cozy memory blanket. Now, not many of you have seen this. If you're a long-time viewer, you would have seen this, but I don't work on this as much as I should, really. And this is what it's looking like. I am trying my best to even it up, which I've done not too bad of a job, to be honest. So this is my cozy memory blanket. Yes, it's a bit funky. There's no colour, no rhyme or reason to it. Now, I was working on this because it was not, I was trying to do it corner to corner, and I had a long strip on one side, I had a little bit on the other side, I had some odd bits in the middle. It just looked a complete mess, and I could not keep track of what ones I was working on, what ones I had done recently. So I decided to even it up. So let me hold it upside down and you'll be able to see it a bit better, because I have evened it off. So I've just got 5 squares to do there, and then it becomes, I don't know how well you'll see that, it becomes a rectangle. And then it's wide enough for a lap blanket, but obviously not long enough. It's not long enough at all, but I do have quite, these are just tiny little balls. I will give you an example. So little balls like this, and there's quite a lot in there. I do have like a little bag with, I think, a pair of scissors and a needle in there, so I can weave in my ends. I'm doing this on a 2 point, I can see the 2 and 2.75 DPNs, and I've just got these wooden ones in here, and yeah, I've got a big fat knot. I really should get on to this and do a bit more. I think I've got yarns in here that are already in here, but that's fine. Maybe what I should do as well is, now because I'm being a bit more relaxed, I want to be a bit more relaxed with my knitting and or my crafting, that I might pick a day just to maybe do a square. Like, say I do a couple of squares a week just to get some of that yarn in here. I don't know, maybe, because it's just unloved. It's in that bag and it's unloved, which is sad. So I might pick this up again and get some work done in it, because otherwise it's just going to sit in here and not see daylight. Right, let me quickly go and get my mosaic blanket whip, show you that, and then we'll go on to the cross stitch. So this bad boy is living in my wardrobe because it doesn't fit anywhere else. So this is all of the yarns for my haunted house blanket. Now, this is a pattern by Rosina Plain, and that's the colours, and this is how far I've got. I love mosaic crochet. I think it is fabulous. This is one bit, then we go across and we start getting into the house. As you can see, I've got the second colour in now. So this is the front door that I'm starting to do. Bit of a window, and then some pumpkins, and this on this end is the tombstones. And this is just the tiniest little bit of this. It's literally like, I think, oh, I'm getting quite far up the pattern, and then I look at the pattern and I'm like, oh, I'm literally still at the very bottom. This is going to be absolutely huge, which I love working on this and just getting a few rows done in it. And at the moment it's not making me too hot because it's not that big, so it's sitting on my lap, but it's not a big massive blanket. And the thing that I like with mosaic crochet is that you're just working on one side, so you crochet all the way along, and then it's like a typewriter, you're going back to the beginning, all the way along, back to the beginning. And all these ends will get concealed into an envelope border, which I think is going to look amazing, and I can't wait. I even like all this, even, I don't know, like I might even just cut it and have a tassel. I'm not sure, because of all the, it's going to go through all the colours as well. These are Stylecraft Special DK, and I did buy all of the yarns that are called for in the pattern. I did go look through Ravelry and see some of the design or colours people had used, and there was a white and purple one that just looked amazing. There was a few other ones that just looked so good, but I was like, no, I really liked the original design. That's what caught my eye. So I asked Ian if he could buy me all the yarn for Christmas. He did, but then forgot and bought me more yarn. So this is all the colours. We're going to go through all these colours here, all very autumnal, and I'm looking forward to getting more and more of this done. So yeah, watch this space, and I will get hopefully majority of this done. I'm thinking of in September and October having like working on like Halloweeny stuff like this, because this needs a good amount done on it for me to look at the pattern and go, right, I'm making my way through it. So that is that. That is everything that is yarny. I'm now going to go on to my cross stitch. So if cross stitch is not your type of thing, thank you so much for watching. And if you are staying and it is not your sort of thing, maybe you might see something that you like, or you just like to be nosy like me. So I'm going to go through in no particular order the cross stitch that I have started. I have these are obviously my whips. I have other kits and stuff, so yeah, eventually you will see new stuff being started, but this is just everything that I've got on the go at the moment, and I've fallen down that rabbit hole hard. So, and I pulled some people down there with me too, which I'm grateful for the company, let's put it that way. So if I have dragged you down that rabbit hole, leave me a comment down below, because it will be nice to see how many people are with me. I'm just gonna take a drink. It doesn't help, my drink's been sitting in the sun. Put it over there. So I'm going to start off with one that is very, very close to being finished, and I've been working on it for a while. I have no start dates for any of these. I am going to start writing in the back of this book all of the cross stitch that I start from now. There is a couple that I could put in here from the other day. I'll explain as I go through. So yeah, number one is my mortar cross stitch, and it is looking like this. It's in the Q-snap because it's so close to being finished that I don't want to take it out the Q-snap, but this is where we're at. I've got this tiny little bit of blue to do here, and then there is a cloud here and a cloud there that's done in white, and there's a tiny bit down here in white that I can do just in hand. Sorry about the sun, but how amazing is this? Now it looks 3D and is obviously not, it's a cross stitch, but I love this so much. I can't wait to get this finished, get it into a hoop maybe and put it on the wall. Yeah, it's just fantastic. So this is done on I think it's 14 count, just plain white Ada, and the flosses that I used were from Stash, so nothing was the correct colour other than the really dark blue black colour, this colour here. So all the really dark, it is dark blue, really dark navy, but from afar it does look black, but it's got a bit of depth to it, if that makes sense. Absolutely love this. And at the bottom it has actually got, you've probably seen this if you follow me, it's got like umbrellas at the bottom, a swimming pool, and you will see it hopefully in the next video finished. And oh, my magnets are sticking to everything that they shouldn't, but yeah, I absolutely love it and can't wait to get it finished. I've been working on this, so last week I actually got 2,000 stitches into this to get as much done as I can. I am counting 2,500. I am counting my stitches if the product, if the, I keep saying project is on my markup. So I've got an app called Markup RXP that I use for all my digital patterns, and I am counting my stitches if it's on that. If it's not on that, obviously I'm not counting my stitches, but that is number one. I'm going to put them over here a second. So that is that. I have literally just got the 2 flosses that I need to get that finished, and then we will, yeah, hopefully next time you will see that finished. I'm so excited. Ian really likes it as well. He's never commented on anything that, like, he's a man, he's never really commented on anything, but he was like, that looks really good. And then even this morning he was like, wow, you've come a long way with that. So yeah, I am pleased. Getting really hot sitting here now, and the sun is coming back out, but there we go. The next thing I'm going to show is my oldest whip. Now, I started this probably about 15 years ago, if not more. It was probably more. I think it was more. It was a long time ago anyway. And I do have the front cover, and it is Winnie the Pooh collection by so cross stitch designed by Debbie Minton for Designer Stitches, and it is Winnie the Pooh and friends in a hot air balloon, not a hot water bottle balloon. That's what I was going to say. And this is what it is. I've got all the floss on the card. I've got the pattern, and as you can see, old school, colouring it in. It's very old, and I think even some of the pattern I'm going to have to make it up, because where the folds have been for so long, yeah, I don't think that I'm going to be able to see the pattern very well. But my progress on this, and the Ada is probably very dirty, is this. This is how far I am, and I have not picked this up. Even with getting my bug back and my cross stitch bug back, I haven't picked this up. I've not been interested in this. Yeah, I just haven't. So that is how far I am. I don't know what oh, it's 14 count Ada, just white Ada. I've got some long threads here where I've started to do the back stitch here. I've got a thread here where I've started to do the back stitch along here as well. There is more of the balloon to do, obviously, and I think as well, yes, so some of the balloon, like, see where it's dark here, there's 2 strands, and here it's just 1 strand. I'm sure. Make this row same as, yeah, so I've made a mistake and I've had to write on the pattern, but so yeah, that is Winnie the Pooh, very old whip. And is there a, oh, I think it's on here, so yeah, I don't know. So anyway, that is my oldest whip, and we're not going to talk any more about that one. The next one is just living in this yarny sheepy bag. I know I haven't got many cross stitch bags, but yeah, I am making do with what I've got at the moment. The next one I started last week actually, so one of my newest whips, and it is a printed cross stitch. It's hopefully going to look somewhat like this. It's on 14 count printed Ada, and it's like this. I have started and I have been doing pink, so let me show you the back. So this is where I've been. So I've come along here and I've done sort of this bit here. It's where the green is printed that I'm doing the pink over the top, and the reason I picked this is so I can have this as a pick up and go project. I haven't got to have my iPad with me, I haven't got to have a pattern with me. I can just stitch from the Ada itself, which obviously I haven't been out and about with this yet because I literally cast it on last week. So, but all the floss is in there, it came as a kit, all the floss is in there, and it's just a pick up and go and simple. So I don't know if it's going to actually look like that. I've had some diamond paintings before and I've done them and I'm like, they don't really look like the picture, but it was from Temu. So the next one is my coffee sampler. So I've been doing this for quite a while, been picking it up, putting it down, and it's on 27 count even weave, and it was a full kit. It's by Lanate, and it doesn't really have a name, but I'm just calling it my coffee sampler. So I've done this middle bit here, but this is quite an old piece of material. It's got staining up here. I don't know whether you can see that, and I don't know whether that was from the needle or what, I'm not sure. I do have a needle minder on here, but anyway, I have done this middle section. Now the problem I had with this is, let's just fold it up so it's a bit smaller, is the writing. I could not get the writing in the places, or the stitches for the writing in the holes that it was asking me to put it in, because there was no hole there for me to go. Like, it was putting it in between a square, or not even in between, because this is 2/2, but it was just off and I could not get it to go right. So I did my best, and this is what it looks like. I absolutely love it, but my box here is a different size than what it should be, and my writing is a little bit off. You can see it's not perfect, but for me it's perfect enough. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to work off of these, like go from here out or there down, and work out where I should put the rest of the stuff. So as you can see, what I might do is these two here next, because they're actually in boxes, and then yeah, I'm gonna have to fudge it a bit, but then I'm like, do I want the rest of it? And that's just me being lazy. That's me being really lazy, because I really do like it. It's really pretty. I wasn't sure at first, but when I got the coffee cup in, I was just like, wow, like all them colour changes, which there's not a lot, but there is enough to make it look really good. So yeah, my cappuccino is not in the middle, but I did start, I think I started with my P because it was the closest to the one underneath, where really I should have worked out where the middle was, but never mind, it is what it is. So yeah, I am going to carry on with this eventually. I don't know when, because it's not really called to me again since. But doing this, to be honest, I'm like, oh, I want to work on that. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know whether I'm going to do like a mini project, not dice roll, because I was rolling the dice once a week, but I'm not sure yet. I need to work out how many whips and stuff that I've got properly, but this is everything, and then I can number everything. So that is my coffee sampler. The next thing is I'm calling a whip, but it doesn't have one stitch in it. I know. You would have seen this in a vlog, so I'm going to really quickly go over these because most people have probably seen that. I wanted to start this Halloween, and I bought the fabric from Lakeside Needlecraft. It's a 14 count Ada in vintage lilac. I don't think you can really see it very well, but it is very lightly splotchy, and it's lilac. So the idea was I was supposed to get 100 stitches into this, and I did do that on 2 of the whips that I'll show you in a second, and I just didn't get round to this. So it is in my whip list because I do want to start it, and I've got all of the floss and everything to get started. So yeah, that will have stitches in it. Right, so the next one is I've not got a picture of this. I have. Is this here? It's from the one of the cross stitch magazines. It's called The Graveyard by Cara Brown of Elfin Forest, and I'm doing this on a 28 count even weave by Lakeside Needlecraft, and it was their fabric of the month. This is the material. It's bigger than this, but you can see it's splotchy. Is that the right word? I don't know. Anyway, I got just over 100 stitches into this. I started with the ghost. So that is what this one is looking like. Not much progress, but some. We've all got to start somewhere, haven't we, with these? So that's that one. Not much else to say. The next one is again from Cross Stitch magazine. It's just crossstitching.com. It's called All Hallows Eve by Ellie Noonan of Stitch Sprout. This is the pattern. I'm back on my old camera so I can show things a bit closer, where with the action camera, me holding things close, it's not got like an autofocus, so I can't hold things like this and it focus very well. But my progress on this, I'm doing this on a 16 count Zweigart in a green, can't remember. I have cut the piece of material down, it was bigger, and I've got this far. So again, not a lot, just the top of that house, and I got just over 100 stitches in, and I did get to 100 and it was just a square, and I was like, I need to get to the part where I can tell where the top is, because I was going to use this as the top and have this as the top of my piece of material, but completely forgot about that, put it in the hoop and just started. So yeah, I haven't used the called for material for any of these, but I am using the called for DMC. So that's that one. I did print the actual page, so this is the chart, that's why I haven't shown you the whole piece of paper. It is the chart, but I have put it in my markup to do digitally, so I can see how many stitches I'm doing. The next one is living in my coffee bag, and this is my magic. So this is the one that I took on holiday. This is the one that I started, and I absolutely adore. I love this so much. I haven't worked on it much since we've been back. I'm not going to take it out the hoop, but I will try and show you what I can. This is on a 14 count blue Ada from Hobbycraft. It was stiff as a board, horrible. It has softened up quite a bit since I've been using it. And this is a pattern by, I can probably tell you, I can't tell you who it's by, but it's from the Cross Stitcher magazine, and it's in issue October 2021. Now, if I have got the picture of the person's name, I will put it up here. Which I should have, so I will put the designer up here, and I'll put a finished item picture as well, so you'll see what the whole thing looks like. But that is how far I've got. So while I was away, I got all of this here in, and I got I think I got the AGIC in, and some of the M, I can't remember, but I did do a bit when I got home as well, so I absolutely love this. I can't wait to get more done on this, and yeah, so that's that one. And living in my coffee bag from Gibbery Rousseau's. I'm hoping that are they going to be at the Southern Wall show? Gibbery Roo. Because I would love to get some more of these bags. They're just flat bags, and they're ideal for cross stitching, with the zip at the top, and just to put stuff in. And yeah, I just like, you could have a couple of projects in this, but I have got the floss just in the bottom here. With the other ones that I've just recently started, I'm using from like it's not a master set, it's far from a master set. I've got stickers here to put in on my bobbins, and that I did just get another pack if you saw my Temu haul. But I am, the lid keeps coming off. I am just putting all of this is just DMC colours into this box. I've got lots of bobbins here that I can use. My sister has got a 3D printer, and she has printed me some bobbins as well, and some floss drops. So these little heart ones would be perfect. So if I have a project, which I have got one that I want to start that's only got, I think, 4 or 5 colours, I can just use these and put them on one of the rings that I got, and I don't have to worry about having bobbins and stuff. So yeah, that is what I'm working from. So any new DMC colours that I'm getting are going into here, and anything that I start, I'm going to be working from this box instead of just having bobbins here, there and everywhere, because I don't want to have to buy duplicates of the same colour. So a couple that I've started have got the same colour in them, and instead of buying 2 skeins, one for that bag, one for that bag, I'm just picking from here. And here, in this bit here, I've just got my duplicates. So there is one that I've had to get 4 skeins of each colour, because it's quite a big project and it uses a lot of the same colours. So yeah, that is how I'm doing that at the moment. How I'm sorting my floss. But my non-DMC is in a smaller box, same idea. Once they've been bobbinated up, I'm just putting them in here. There's no numbers, no nothing, they're just going to be in here as a colour. And if I want to kit up something that I don't have the DMC for, I will look to see if I've got something similar, or if I can change the colours up. But at the moment they're just all in here. So that's what I've bobbinated up so far. My next whip is something that I kitted up. It's from another magazine, and it's the Skull. I'm doing this on a 25 count even weave, and some of the colours in here are actually DMC. So let me see, I have got the designer's name, and I can show you a picture of what it's going to look like. So this is what it's going to look like once it's finished. I've done sort of from here up. I've done one because the actual pattern is cut in half, and this is, oh, I thought this had the designer's name on it. This was out of Just Cross Stitching, Halloween 2022, and I will put the designer's name on the screen, but this is how far, oh, why is that not sitting flat? This is how far I've got on this one. And again, I'm not using the cord for, I kitted it up myself. Oh, I've got the piece of paper in here, which has probably got the designer's name. It's designed by Perry A. Haddy of Stitchora, and it's done on a 25 count. I did get this piece of material from Lakeside Needlecraft. Oh, I've just dropped the needle. Put that back on my minder. Yeah, I got this piece of material from Lakeside Needlecraft. I'll just hold it like this. And yeah, I haven't cut it down, so I will probably only need like half of this. So this is how big the material is. And in theory, I should have just gone into the middle, so I should have used the middle of this piece of material like that and started this up a little bit. It should fit, so it's that big, so it should fit. It should be fine. The actual design is finished onto a pillow. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm not sure how I'm going to finish this piece yet. I need to do the other flower this side, and then I need to do the bottom half. So I'm undecided whether to do the back stitching for this before I go on to the second page, or do the back stitching last. I don't mind doing back stitching. I quite enjoy it. I don't have a problem with it. I know a lot of people really hate back stitching, but I don't have a problem with it. So this is how far I am on it, and I really am enjoying it. I haven't worked on this for ages though, like quite a while, so I should get back onto it. Sorry, I can only record for half an hour at a time with this camera. Hopefully with my new memory card that might be a bit different, but I'm not sure. So it cut off. Anyway, I need to get back onto this. I don't know whether to put my cross stitch into a rotation of some sort, or just as and when I feel like it. So this is living in a bag, and this is from Temu. Perfect again for cross stitching, and it has got my box of colours. There's so many colours in this. Some are DMC because I had to buy them, but yeah, it's just perfect for having that box in and the material and everything. So I like these zip top bags, they're a good idea. Right, I have one more whip. Let's see what this is. So this is living in, again, a Temu bag that I got. It's just a really cheap material with this printed on it. To be honest, you could probably cross stitch over this material if I can get it close enough. I don't know if you'll see. It's like Ada. That is so cool. I've only just noticed that. It's like Ada. Anyway, so that is that bag, and cross stitch that I've got in here is again a very, very old cross stitch that I got from eBay. It was a kit, and it's a Chinese, Japanese kit. And this is what it looks like. Sorry about the glare. Like that maybe. And it is one of these plasticky paper type patterns that it's not brilliant. I have tried putting this into markup and it didn't like it. So this is, I don't even know what count Ada this is. I think it might be 14. I'm sure it says on here somewhere. Yes, it's 14 count Ada. And because I didn't like the pattern, no, I like the pattern, I don't like the paper, that's as much as I got. That might even be upside down. No, it's not, it's the right way up. That's as far as I got. And I have a hanging thread on the back. So yeah, I do really like it. It's a really nice design. I like the beachy theme. I just don't like the paper. It's that shiny paper, so you can't even like highlighter it or anything. I suppose I could photocopy it. But again, this is another old one that I've had quite a while, that some of the like here for instance, I know I shouldn't be showing you a pattern, but I'm not showing you the full thing. So but here for instance, oh Christ, the folds in the paper have made it go a bit funny, so I have tried to fold the pattern where the white folds are, other than that bit. I don't know, maybe I should try and fold it again at the bottom where that white fold is. Anyway, so that's that one, and that is the last one. So all of there is a lot of thread floss on this. I don't know what brand it is. It was okay to work with. These are all the colours. It was okay to work with. I didn't have a problem in that sense. This one, oh, I've been working on this one, so it's long. But yeah, I will get back to this because I do really want to have it. And every time I go back to my cross stitch, I look at it and go, oh, I really like that. I really like it. But other things just keep catching my eye, and I think that's like anything with a new craft, is you have, or even a craft that you go back to, you have the old stuff, but you just don't want to look at it because there's other things. Is that my iPad that's doing that in the background? Yes. I don't know if you could see the light up in the back. So yeah, that is everything. Oh my goodness, I don't even know how long this video is because I've had to stop and start a few times, and yeah, but that is everything. That is all of my whips that I can think of. I honestly don't think there is anything else. If there is, then I will add that to my next podcast. I don't know whether they're going to be weekly, fortnightly. I'm just going to film when I feel like I have enough progress on stuff. I'm hoping weekly. I'm hoping I can stick to a weekly routine. Yeah, but now it's time to put all of this chaos away, decide what I'm going to work on for the next few days. I think I'm going to spend most of this afternoon, evening, editing, and I'm so sorry that this one is so long, but I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed looking at all of my whips, and yeah, so you will see new things being cast on. And if you didn't know, I am doing a 40 of 40. So in September I turn 40, and at the beginning of the year I decided to have a little make-along, a little self-imposed make-along where I cast on or start 40 new things this year. That does include cross stitch, and I will separate the numbers as well at the end, but it does include cross stitch. I think I'm at about 26, 27, so we've still got a few more to go, but we've still got a couple of months, and yeah, I am looking forward to seeing if I can actually do that. There may be a small cast on party at the beginning of September, we'll see, where I just cast on and start all the things to get to my 40, and yeah, so I will be having like little make-alongs, or just join me in doing something, not like a structured anything. And if you didn't know, I do have a Ko-fi shop. No, I do. And if you didn't know, I do have a Ko-fi. I did have a shop open. It's not open at the moment. It's currently closed because I'm having a little rethink about what products I want in the shop, and things will get released slowly. There is memberships available. You do get a percentage off anything that goes in the shop. You do get first dibs on anything that goes in the shop, and it's just a little way of supporting me as well. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. If you've got to the end, leave me a comment saying sunflower, just because I'm looking at my sunflower cross stitch. Yeah, leave me the word sunflower if you've got to the end. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next podcast at some point. So yeah, thank you, and I shall see you again very soon. Bye guys.